What up, guys? CP the Tool Addict. Woo! Did I say that right? Was that good enough? Are you fired up? Did you give me a thumbs up already? You should have. This is going to be a great video. So today we're going to talk about Knipex. Let's see if we can get the woke Knipex society. Knipex! Knipex! Let's see if did that make everybody happy? Knipex! Knipex. I can say it any way I want because I have freedom of speech on my side. So, but nonetheless, all jokes aside, trying to be a little bit more serious about this is we're going to talk about some Knipex stuff today. Now, not particularly pliers, but Knipex, the company themselves, and a couple of things, as it seems in the title, that you may not know about. Particularly this name right here, Rennsteig. And we're going to get into that in just a minute. And you're going to see I have some Matco. Let's talk a little bit about Knipex's brand and how synonymous they are in the tool industry. They are a great brand, top tier brand, without a doubt. Okay. Do I like them as much as some other stuff? Do I like some of their products better? Yes. For instance, their plier wrench. I love it. And we're going to get into why it says Mac on there. So cool your jets. Needle nose, not so bad. They don't top off my list. But obviously, the bigger elephant in the room is these are the first models that came out. Now, I've had these for quite some time. These are actual Knipex brand pliers that I think these are the first alligator ones. Then they came out with the Cobras with the spring lock, which are like these. I have all these. I don't feel like breaking them all out, but just because you guys will get the point. Nonetheless, Knipex is a great brand. And they're German made, top quality. There's nothing about them. But there's a couple of things that people like to talk about, and they like to bring up rebranding. Well, first of all, just to bring up this real quick, why do they say Mac and Knipex? And that's because warranty issues. That's why. Why do tool companies do that? Because of warranty issues. If I didn't have these Mac branded, then I could go onto any tool truck. And that isn't fair to the dealer or the company to have to deal with that. Now, a couple of you entitled degenerates are going to literally say, well, it doesn't matter. They should warranty them everywhere. Okay, that's fine. Fair enough. Okay, if that was the case, let's take into consideration that this was your business. And you carried Knipex brand, but yet they were buying them from Lowe's and then bringing them to you to warranty because you were more convenient to warranty. Does your time matter? That's all I got to do. Let's just give you a logical explanation. Does your time matter? And my answer to that is yes. And I always say your time is worth everything. So to get that out of the way, that's not what this video is about, but I just wanted to address that in this video for any people who have questions about that for Knipex and why different companies brand them, such as Mac, Matco, Cornwell, whoever. In fact, I think I do have Cornwell ones. Looky there. Even Cornwell. I bought these little guys from Cornwell. One of my favorites. I definitely keep them in. And of course, even JD Tico, because once again, it's not fair to them. And we just want to shout this out once again. Thankful for JD Tico. These are special edition CP2K pliers, just to point that out. But nonetheless, I love the Knipex brand. I really do. I obviously don't have these because I don't, and I've obviously used these for quite so many years already. In fact, these have been my go-to needle nose for a long time. Fantastic pliers. But there's a secret hack to Knipex that I think everybody should know, and let's get into talking about that. And first of all, we're going to go right to these. Now, I bought these off the Macro truck, and I will say, not that impressive. And I've used them a couple times. I'm just going to use the bigger one. I haven't used this one that much. But these right here, and I don't know if they say it, they do say made in Germany on them. Focus in there. And these are fluted extractors. Now, I will say the one reason why I don't like these is if you look down the flute, they're straight. Let me see if I can get these pointed at you in a way. So the flute is straight. So it doesn't really, when you drive it into something and try to turn it, it's just going to grab whatever's there and peel off a little bit. They're great. Made. I like the starter punch point on them. That's very nice and very great. But these are not made by Knipex, even though Knipex does sell them. Now, CP, why do you say that these aren't made by Knipex if they're made in Germany, but they are branded Knipex? Well, that's because we're going to talk about this company, and that is Rennsteig. And this is a secret Knipex hack that I've known about for some time. And I've talked about it, actually. If you look clear back when I bought these, I actually talked about those being rebranded by Rennsteig. Now, back in 1945, I believe, and I'm going to pop in some pictures here so you can see stuff as I'm talking here, because I don't have the mental capacity to retain all this information. I'm just passing it along. Rennsteig, I believe, was purchased by Knipex back in 1945. And what led me down this road of finding Rennsteig, and I will put in some pictures of the tools that they make in-house, and they offer green Knipex tools as well for you guys that are really want. And it's a different color green than even Matco has. In fact, it's more of a really fluorescent green. But I was looking for something to upgrade my old center punch. And this was the answer. And nobody had talked about Rennsteig on YouTube. In fact, I'd searched it all over the place, and it's very, it's very well kept secret. So now let's talk about what led me to getting a new punch. Well, here's my old, dilapidated 20-year-old center punch, and it's been doing its job. Just to demonstrate, and it kind of has a weak little pintle there, which indicates to me that this tip is 86th. And so I kind of looked around for a tip, couldn't find one. So immediately I sought to the internet, searching high and low for something, and what behold, Mayhew had just started coming out with one. And I looked at it and I was like, oh, that's cool. Except it wasn't cool. They were charging about the same price as what I paid for the Rennsteig, and it wasn't made in the USA. Come to find out, it's the exact same as the PT Tools one. So I purchased this one, and I was absolutely devastated because this is identical. I'll show a picture of the Mayhew one. Mayhew has not been subject to being a little dirty in their tactics, but this is adjustable. It is about 18 or 19 bucks. If you so choose to want to go with this, it is made in Taiwan. And this is 13.5 to 32 pounds for the center punch. So, but it's the exact same one as Mayhew, so you can definitely save yourself some money by not buying the Mayhew one and buying this one. We're opting out of a hospital trip, and we're just going to go to a washer. So, this one leaves a pretty good indentation and does its job correctly. Not bad. But I thought, the Rennsteigs, and I looked it up, this is German made in Germany. Rennsteig was definitely a little bit more pleasing. And not only that, you've seen the bulk of this is quite a bit different. Now, you'll notice right away off the bat, without even having to adjust it, that works extremely well, extremely smooth, and it actually cracked the ring and did a much better job. Let's do it again just to try to center it up. But man, a lot nicer tool, and it just dawned on me quickly after getting this that I had made the right choice. The comfort of this is much better. This one, I'm not sure why. It says it goes down to 13 pounds. But I've tried taking this down all the way. But you can notice the other thing is, too, is the tips are a lot different. Now, Rennsteig has a heavier one. I'll show a picture of all three sizes. This is the medium size. And this one claims to do, it's about 13 to 32 pounds. Or 60 to 130 Newton meters, which is converted roughly about that same area. You can check my math on that. But I just realized that I didn't need this one, which is still a little bit more comfortable than my dilapidated and out-of-date center punch right here, which is just worn out. I've used it so much that it's worn out, and I do a lot of drilling. So I was happy to make the upgrade. But nonetheless, I just found that it was interesting that in the midst of my research and looking at these, in such a simple task, translated into me finding out that you could find green tools from Rennsteig, and the Rennsteig is a company that's part of Knipex, and it's not really talked about. And it's something to look for because these are out there and available for you to buy if you're looking to buy these tools. Now, the biggest thing is I noticed the price difference isn't really crazy. This is going to cost you about $35. Now, we'll leave a link in the description for it, but it is well worth the money. You can tell that the rubber itself and the quality of the steel is 10 times better than the PT, which even though it's made in Taiwan doesn't make it bad, but this is absolutely a pleasure to use. And you're going to only pay $10 more than buying the PT, but that's your decision. Once again, I don't care what tool you buy. You can still go back to the old gem like this, and even Steiner, or what is it? Starrett makes good center punches too, which are really nice. You know, and it's not really about the center punch, more about the fact that it was interesting to find and show you guys some Rennsteig stuff and the history of the company, because that's what we do here. We like to find new and different things out here and kind of explore the tool world with all its glory. So anyways, guys, I hope this video kind of pointed that out. If you want to see me do more center punch stuff, which I didn't think it was really that crazy of a video, but hey, let me know in the comment box. And don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe. Ring that bell. Remember, keep your hands dirty and your money clean. Thanks for watching.